Today we're here to do a messed up movie draft, Killer Queens. I feel like this needs some definition. Nope, I see Sam not going there, whatever.
Don't go to me.
Sam's
Don't
like
go to me.
clawing his chin. I was like, I don't want to hear whatever that's about to be.
I have no clue what this subject is about.
Wasn't it your category?
No. I did the
Who
apocalypse.
pitched this one?
I think I did.
Oh.
All right, so Heath, good. As long as it's not Sam's. Heath, what dictates a killer queen?
Okay, I mean, I think this is a pretty elastic category, but generally we're talking about femme fatales.
Yes.
So, Spider women.
Okay, so point of order. Does this have to be a human woman?
Great question.
Species.
God damn it, Sam. That was on my list.
I think species is a great example of this.
Do they have to be humanoid that you
She's
would may or
human
may
enough,
not want to have
Look,
sex with?
Natasha.
I think if that were the case, we would just straight up call it femme fatales.
Yeah.
So since it's killer queens, let's make it cross species.
So so the alien from Aliens.
I think
Yeah,
counts.
Write it
Yeah,
down.
the queen ant.
Sam's writing it down.
There you go. We've got Sam's first two picks.
I think I personally
I can't
am going
wait
to
to
go
pick
with
that.
a hotter list. Something that
Hotter?
you may want to conquer and mount.
Nothing
upon.
hotter than Sigourney.
She's
than the
not
sun.
the alien. You know she's not the alien in the movie.
So you're going with
To the
Charlize,
alien, she's
Charlize
the alien.
Theron, the
Oh,
monster?
damn. He got me.
So
So
the alien. Yeah.
Yeah.
as the only woman here,
Hi. Yeah.
inject some much needed context for this. What do you think makes a great killer queen in a movie?
I think we're overthinking it. It's just someone who identifies as like female
Yeah.
that killed somebody.
Okay.
Kind of.
That's all it.
Although
So identifies as is a nice touch because that could
Yeah.
include Michael Caine in Dress to Kill.
Yeah.
that's
Sure.
true.
Yeah.
But does he
Ooh.
actually identify as that, or is he just using that as a guise? I don't know. We'll have to let the audience
Writing
decide.
it down now.
Should they be heroic?
No,
It doesn't have
I
to
think
be
the
heroic.
opposite. I want to see
They have
them.
to be at least an anti-hero.
I want to see them crushing, maiming. Now, is the part of the hardships they face as a woman integral to the pick? Do you think?
No, I think literally, like if you're a girl and you're out here killing people,
yeah.
you're a
Girl
killer
power.
So
queen.
you can't
Girl
pick like
power.
Elizabeth the first from the movie Elizabeth, even though she killed like
Sam,
5.
you go a fucking head and pick Elizabeth from Elizabeth the First.
She also played the elf in fucking Lord of the Rings, didn't she?
Elizabeth, the Queen of England.
I forget her actual name, but the girl from Australia,
I'm going to say no. Kate Blanchett did not.
Kate Blanchett,
Yeah.
does not count.
If you want to pick the worst movies ever, that's up to you, man.
She killed the most amount of people out of anybody in cinema history, probably.
God damn it. How did I know this
In
wasn't going to
cinema
work with Sam? Here we go.
And she's actually a queen, so I feel
But,
like it does fit.
But like Sarah,
Well-
it's
Sarah
not
Con-
about the title of fucking queen, Sam. It's about being a powerful woman.
But what about like Sarah Connor? Is that
Very
a killer
powerful
queen?
too.
Sarah Connor.
She
where's
doesn't
from?
really kill anyone.
From Terminator.
She only
Oh,
kills Terminators
yeah.
and maims others. So I would say no.
So wait, robots aren't people?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I do
Or
not
like
think robots are
the
people.
bride and
The Bride-
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill? She's a
She
killer
kills.
queen for show.
She definitely kills.
Okay.
You have to commit murder.
Bloodthirsty.
It can't
Yeah.
just be that you're fighting people.
I don't think the reason for murder is important.
Okay.
As long as
just
you're.
as long as
There needs to be
killing.
murder.
Yeah.
so it can be morally ambiguous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not here to know why. We just know that they've hit a point where they're murdering people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good, bad, in between.
Great.
Everyone agree.
Copy.
Yep.
We're on.
Heard, boss.
Heard.
I hate all this. All right, here we go. First up, Heath. 7. Griffey. 11. Sophia. 3.
What? That was sketchy as
That
an
was not-
answer.
the dice betrayed you, not me.
Okay.
Sam. 17. So we will go Sam all the way around to Sophia, who will have 2, and then back to Sam.
How anti-feminist on the girls' room
I'm
that
just
I go
saying,
last.
my beautiful rainbow glitter dice decided not today, Sophia. It is about time that a couple straight white guys got a break in this world.
Finally.
Agreed.
Finally,
I feel
motherfucker.
like
After our
did not
The
want to
Bride
be.
podcast.
I did not want to be the first because I needed some more time to formulate my list.
Uh-oh.
However, I will.
We gave you 2 already.
Yeah, we
I
just
will
gave you all the
piggyback
movies.
off of the previously mentioned movies, and I'm going to go with Kill Bill.
You fucking loser.
The Bride.
You
And I
absolute
think-
loser.
I think she's such a queen that she didn't even get a name, right? She's just called the Bride.
The Bride.
She has a name. It's Beatrix something.
yeah, that's right.
Oh,
They do
right.
unveil her name throughout the movie.
Got a crappy old lady name.
Well,
Beatrix.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, I
Really, I
think-
hate that he said it, but he's not wrong.
I think that
It's a
this-
shitty name.
Well, that's like such a Tarantino. I'm going to call her Beatrix. You know, fuck you.
but it's a cute name because then you can go by like B or Trix or
Like B. Arthur.
The Bride.
yeah, or the Bride if you choose. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, she murders every son of a bitch that wronged her. /
Male or female.
male or woman, yeah. And then
Dude, when she plucks Daryl Hannah's eye out is one of my favorite moments in those
Dude.
two movies.
The thing I was confused about, so like Bill taught her how to fight, right?
She's part of an assassin squad that
Did
works
he
for
know
Bill.
that this would eventually lead to his?
So here's the thing. He is in love with her. He has an entire assassin squad, right? Somehow in the midst of her journey, she meets a man. She wants to leave to go get married. And
like a
Bill
cult.
gives his blessing for her to do
Right.
that. When she's having her wedding, Bill shows up with the hit squad
And she's pregnant.
and she's pregnant and they fucking kill her husband, beat the shit out of her, leave her for dead. She loses the baby. So what I think the movie is getting at is that Bill is just jealous and enraged at the thought of not having her anymore, that someone would leave him, leave the life, all that. She found a happiness he would never find, that he thought maybe he would find with her. And and dude, it's so bad. She wakes up in a coma and it's, my name's Buck and I likes to fuck. And he's got the grease can. Like, God knows what's happened to this woman.
That dude was
From the
disgusting,
moment she moves that toe, it's go time. And everyone's fucking getting it.
and you get her vengeance.
Yeah, and I heard Tarantino once say, right, his best movie is Inglourious Bastards, right? The movie that only he could make was Once Upon a Time. And then, no, I think the movie he could only make was Kill Bill, right? That was like the movie he had to
maybe
make.
that's right.
And then, yeah, that's his favorite movies Once Upon a
Oh,
Time
that's it. That's
in Hollywood, right? Like Kill Bill was the quintessential
Quintessential.
movie of this fucking gigantic film nerd who just imbibed so much pop culture and was able to take it in and blend it and regurgitate it out into something unique and interesting and fun. That I agree with him. That's the movie that I don't think anyone else could have made that movie the way he did.
It is kind of a hollow story. The more you think about it, though. Like, what are they?
Well, I don't know.
Sophia,
Go off.
take
Go
this
off.
one.
Like, are they
No,
making
yeah.
money off of all this stuff that they're doing?
Who?
Like, they never really explain why he has a hit squad.
Do you think that murder for hire does not imply money?
No, but they never like.
They literally have a scene where Lucy Liu's character is shown killing a diplomat early in the movie. You think they did that for free?
Well, I didn't remember that scene.
it's totally a cinematic construct. So
It's
it
a construct.
only exists within the world of movies.
Well, that's what I was trying to get it more at the point to where like only he can make it in that sense, right?
But
To
no,
where
but
most
I
people
think
would, most
Uma
people would
Thurman-
read the script and be like, "What the fuck is?"
But I don't think so, man. Uma Thurman anchors that fucking movie in real absolute grief and despair. Like, I think she gives it the heart it needs. And then Tarantino does all the set dressing around that, all the flair. But that movie doesn't work without Uma Thurman giving the best performance of her
But how
career.
do you write that into a production design? Like, you can't be like, "Oh, Uma Thurman's going to save this movie." Don't worry.
You think that none of that's on the page, that like none of the essential building blocks of building a character for an actor are on the page, Sam?
I don't know. I never wrote a script.
That's not true. I have Death Camp on my computer right now.
That's a simple script. It's not the same thing at all.
It's like The Bride, but a guy who just jerks
First
off
of
when
all,
he does it.
great title.
Great title.
Death Camp.
Great title.
Oh, Death
And Sam's
Camp?
other movie he pitched me
And they
was called
refused to make it.
Manpoon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you are a writer.
Manpoon.
Yeah, Manpoon.
Manpoon. We need to make Death
Cut to
Camp.
Sophia's face. Sophia,
Manpoon?
Manpoon. Are you ready to set design
You want me to tell you
Manpoon?
the
Yes, I do. I really do.
an epidemic has occurred where all the men on Earth are growing vaginas, and we have to deal with it. It's like you know what? It was the COVID thing that spawned it for me, where we have a lockdown and we have to like figure out what's going on with all.
So they're
these-
basically becoming hermaphrodites?
This
No,
is
they're
not
becoming
how
full-blown
Sam
women.
pitched it to us, by the way. You
So-
pitched it as it was a newscaster who was mad at women.
No, that's the
and
start of it.
COVID.
That's the
And
start.
then he not only grew a vagina, but a vagina that became his whole body.
Yeah.
And so, like, it was a giant pussy from like taint to head and outlined in huge bush. And it would walk around like a Power Rangers villain.
And that's just like you know in Steven Spielberg's new movie where Emily Blunt just starts talking.
Don't
about
compare
this.
this
exactly
to
where I was
Steven
going.
Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg movie.
That's exactly what I was going
Yes.
for, man. Because so they have a newscast, and this dude just starts turning into a vagina, and then all
A
the
big
people are
one.
like, "What is going on?"
Yeah. Remember when Larry David said women love to do this? That's Manpoon.
Hollywood,
they
if you're
still have
listening,
a-
green light Manpoon.
And Sophia has a question.
Do they still have penises?
No,
Or
they get evaporated.
They get subsumed by the
That's
poon.
definitely not the word.
That's a better word. Subsumed.
evaporate it? Okay. That
Subsumed.
makes more sense than
I
evaporate
don't know what
it.
subsub means, but it sounds good.
Okay, heard. Anyways,
Anyway,
So yeah, start thinking of what
Sam.
the sets and
Is it my
Sam,
Yeah.
definitely a writer, doesn't know what subsumed means.
my pick. I
Sam's
get,
more of a writer from the heart. Yeah. No, it is Heath's pick. You just picked the bride from Kill Bill.
Okay.
Manpoon.
Let's go.
Manpoon /national vacation or whatever. the fuck.
Jesus Christ. All right, that was incredible. Heath, what do you got?
Yeah, let's see.
How many poons do you have?
I picked this a couple drafts ago, but again, it's one of my favorite movies, so I'm going to go with Catherine Trammell from Basic Instinct.
Yeah, Basic
yeah.
Instinct is
Just
right up there.
the ultimate femme fatale. Really, I mean, just a bullseye.
So femme.
The ice pick.
Femme.
See, that's the thing, though. That's important to her persona is that she's overly femme.
Yeah.
Overly.
She's using
Yeah.
the male gaze against the men.
Yes, she's doing
It's a classic tale, man. Like women have been doing this for centuries.
God damn it. I knew he was going to say that.
What have we been doing for? Wait, what?
Yeah, Sophia, answer for the crimes of women for
Well, it's just like back in the day, that was the only power they had
Well,
Was what?
Basic
was
Instinct.
sexuality.
Basic Instinct
mean, it's
is
still
a
a
purely
weapon we
male
have.
gaze movie.
It's still a weapon, but back then it was the only weapon.
Hold on, don't interrupt us.
I mean,
Sophia,
that's kinda
litigate. Litigate.
No, he's not wrong.
I'm not
we
wrong.
had no rights.
And that's the thing is I'm hardly ever wrong.
Well,
See, now he went a step too far, didn't
Sorry.
he?
I feel like
Too far.
Sophia was trying to give
I
you
backed
grace, and then he
out.
said,
Thanks, Sophia. I should just accept it.
the only justification for this is if Sam starts growing a manpoon.
Manpoon.
He already
How do you know
have.
I don't? All right. Yeah.
Why do you think he's wearing
Thanks,
his
Griffey.
shirt as a dress?
That's
It's growing down his thighs as we speak.
Don't look at it.
Yeah, so Catherine Trammell,
Yes.
a writer who writes these sexually charged murder mysteries.
Yes, allegedly killed her parents. You know, there's just a lot of mystery around Catherine Trammell, and it's obscured by the fact that she's just so damn sexy and alluring. And Michael Douglas
My God.
cannot resist, and neither
So
can Wayne
now
Knight.
Nick pulled up the famous shot, and all I can imagine is Sam uncrossing his legs and the start of his
Manpoon.
Hey
Get it
guys.
on camera. There you go. Sam, show us your manpoon. Whoa! That's a big one. Whoa! My God.
Oh.
See
Whispering.
anything?
That is too hot for TV. Wow, I feel like we have to move on.
I feel like Nedry, like fat Benfield Nedry from Minecraft.
I really hope
we might have talked about this, but did you know that, speaking of Nedry, that Steven Spielberg was inspired to do a lot of stuff in Jurassic Park, including casting Wayne Knight, because he saw Basic Instinct.
Doesn't
And
surprise me.
the entire lighting scheme of that scene in the interrogation with
yeah.
the overhead grid lighting, top down, that is exactly what he's using in Jurassic Park during
I can see it looking at it.
during
man.
the all the like computer stuff with Samuel L. Jackson.
Jurassic Park without Nedry as Wayne Knight would be so sad.
Right.
So sad. Yeah, I mean, Catherine Trammell is. This is not femme fatales. This is killer queens.
Right.
But of the femme fatales, she is probably the most notorious in pop
She's
culture.
the ultimate version of it. She's a composite of all like this whole Hollywood history going back from like Barbara Stanwyck and Double Indemnity, through all of the film noir movies, the hard-boiled detective movies, up through Kathleen Turner and
Body
just
Heat.
Body Heat. And once we got to Basic Instinct, we had done all of those movies to death, and this is just like pure poppiness. Like we're just gonna go all the way, and it was also a riff on the Hitchcock Blondes.
What is this
So
movie
she's-
even about? It's been so long since I've seen it. Can you go through
She's
the
a
plot?
writer who writes steamy murder mystery novels, and a guy dies exactly as she wrote in the book that she was fucking. And then Michael Douglas, who was so chasing it, he got throat cancer, that he's running her down through the streets, and he's like a fucking on the edge detective, right? Just drinking and shit. And he cannot withstand the pussy vibes.
And it's just weird that she knows all the details of this murder. And
Well, it's how would she be so brazen to commit a crime that she had written about? It seems insane.
It's and it's obvious that she's probably the killer, and he is. The question is he interested in fucking her or
Yes.
fucking her over?
or finding out the truth.
No, the answer is very obvious in that one.
Right, right.
The tug of war is over very fast.
Hard to blame him.
Yeah. No, it's a good pick. It's a great pick. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to take one because I think Sophia's going to steal it from me. I'm going to pick Tiffany from The Bride of Chucky.
That was on my list.
Because I
You are
fucking
correct.
love
Yep.
Tiffany.
She's
I
a
love
baddie.
Jennifer Tilly. And I think this was the moment that Chucky, after Child's Play 3, it was getting pretty stale at military school. We had done the doll coming back so many
Yeah,
times.
the dark death scene was pretty.
Yeah, and
was
it's
like,
like, the barber shaving the heads
Yeah.
and felt like a diddler, right? And then Chucky gets him. We had done it 3 times. This was such an important infusion of soul into that movie. And Jennifer Tilly comes in playing this woman who was in love with Charles Lee Ray, right? The Lakeshore Strangler. before he became Chucky the doll, who finds him from police evidence, right? Kills this cop and gets the doll back. She's trying to do voodoo for dummies. It's also very tongue-in-cheek funny. Like, this one really steered into the silliness of the concept. And it created, because Chucky then kills her and resurrects her into this doll. And now Chucky has a partner, right? And Chucky has someone to do jokes with, someone to oppose every thought he has. And it even has the classic scene in the Love Motel where, you know, the pipes are working, right? And he's like, they have that great shadow doll humping scene that's incredible. And at the end, she actually kind of defends the teenagers, right? Because she knows that Chucky doesn't love her the way he thinks. And it's actually more poignant than anything in this movie has a right to be. And it's fucking great. And Tiffany is now iconic the same way that Chucky is to me. We actually had a girl in the elementary school I work at whose parents sent her to school as Tiffany.
Aww.
And some of the teachers were really pissed about it. And I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's fucking awesome. She is iconic.
Oh, you mean like on Halloween?
Yeah, on Halloween, the little girl came.
That's no dressed up.
And I was like, that's a choice as a parent for sure, but I loved it. And I was like, she is iconic, and I think was an integral part in keeping Chucky going. We're still getting Chucky.
Without Jennifer Tilly, I genuinely think that like the entire Child's Play Chucky franchise would have crumbled.
Well, after part 3, it's like you couldn't just do that.
No,
run that back.
It
was over.
It would have had to like go into hibernation, and then maybe they reboot it. And
or it's like Hellraiser, where they keep pumping them out with whatever. Just put a Chucky in whatever. This gave it such a crucial, important extra element. And again, how many movies do you have an iconic slasher or killer, and then you're able to add someone in who can hold their own with it? That never happens in these franchises.
And not to like toot the feminist horn, but same thing happened with Aubrey Plaza with the newest. I don't know if there's been one since. That's
so
the last one I've
Chucky
seen.
Where he's like an AI infused doll. This was the reboot.
Yeah. But I thought that she also brought like a nice breath of fresh air to that. Like
that was a good one, but she was playing more of a straightforward character.
She was the mom.
Yeah, but like she was still like a female lead in it.
Yeah.
But even the original Child's Play, what's her name from Seventh Heaven? She was the main character. Jennifer Tilly plays a bad bitch.
I'll never forget my mom making us watch that show because she thought it would make us better Christian boys, and then the dad on the show ends up being a diddler.
Right?
Yeah, dude. I forgot about that.
I just remember being like, my mom's like, you have to watch this; it'll make you better Jesus followers. And we're like, lame. And then in the trailer, it's like Jessica Biel running. I was like, hold up. Hold up. What's this? And I was like, Mom, I do want to be better for the load. Right?
I was always like, why is it the 7th heaven? Like, whatever happened to the first 6?
Well, it's like the 7 rings of hell. This is the highest heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the highest heavens.
Oh,
that's how I took it. I don't know.
That was just like
were there 7 of them, like the Brady Bunch?
Honestly,
I don't know why I've never seen that show.
I think that's it.
Is that what it was? There was 7 kids?
There's a mom, dad.
But that was Jennifer,
guy, Jessica Biel. Weird-shaped girl.
Yeah, Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel's show. Yeah. That was dope.
Right.
I loved it.
I watched Full House.
There are also 7
Full House
disciples.
was before that. Right? You could have gotten into this. Yeah. All right. So I'm taking Tiffany. So Sophia, you have 2 picks. Maybe this is...
Let's go.
Maybe this is the feminist gods giving you a gift that you get 2 in a row.
I'm going to pick my girl. I'm always going to put her first in my life. Jennifer Check from Jennifer's Body.
Yeah,
gotta do it.
We gotta mark this down because she picks that one a lot.
I've picked it once, twice, maybe.
Sam, don't mansplain.
Griffey's picked it once.
I picked it probably more than Sophia.
I've heard it a lot.
To be fair, I picked it twice, but both those episodes are now gone forever, so they don't count.
Oh, they were our forgotten
Our lost episodes.
Okay. Never mind then. I
So
take all
first
that back.
pick.
Cut it out, Nick.
Yeah, Jennifer Check. She's a baddie. 1.
Yeah.
She eats boys. We love that. 2.
Sam
3.
loves that. Take him to Devo's in Atlanta.
Sam has told us many times that he is like ready to get eaten by large women.
Well, Jennifer's not large,
They need
but
to
she
be
can
pretty.
get the job done.
Dude,
She is
I'll
pretty.
tell you, I don't know what Megan Fox is doing. She was looking large in that Instagram drop. She just fucking broke the internet a couple weeks ago.
Did she? I don't follow her.
Yes,
What?
dude.
Oh, yeah, she's back on IG.
Oh,
Is she back
my
again?
God.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
post Machine Gun Kelly, and she is just dominating.
Okay,
to where
good for
someone
her.
said that it was a clone of Megan Fox because she had too many assets. And Megan Fox commented, "Bitch, a clone never could," or something.
I love
and that
that.
fucking broke the internet. Yeah, she's dominating.
Good for her.
You got to
She's
get on
great.
the internet, Sophia. Where have you been?
I've been trying to get off the internet, actually. So
I do appreciate that younger people are like, you know what, the
Yeah.
internet fucking blows.
Yeah.
And they're right.
Yeah. It's rough out there.
I also think the cool thing about Jennifer is that they take the tropes of the girl we're supposed to hate and weaponize that
And then make us love her and
against
feel
us,
for her.
And
Yeah.
make you feel for her, yeah.
Yeah. Because she did eat some innocent boys, at least a innocent boy. But ultimately, like, she's the the hero.
Well, the
somewhat,
band pulls
I guess,
the cord
kind
and
of.
aims her back at high school. So it's she wasn't eating any boys before. She was
Correct.
murdered and left for dead in Devil's Kettle or
and
whatever.
she wasn't necessarily like a bad person before, I don't
But
think.
people thought she was because she was the hot head of the cheerleader.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be this like unobtainable, hateable person. And then the guys in the band make her that. Right?
Right.
So I thought that was kind of a fun tongue-in-cheek like reworking of a horror trope.
Yeah.
It is a clever movie. It's complicated, and it makes sense why it didn't initially hit, because there is depth to it.
Well, this was the follow-up to Juno, where she got Diablo Cody got nominated for Best Screenplay.
Yeah.
And I think people were like, oh, she's going to keep doing that kind of stuff.
She should have.
And she gave us Jennifer's Body, and it was fucking rad.
Yeah.
And I do think there's a little bit like, oh, she's doing horror again. And I think people kind of turned on that and the Diablo Cody hype train.
Yeah, no, I think it was more sophisticated than people assumed it was.
Oh,
going to be.
100%. Well, and like being a female, there's definitely that like whenever you're out in public and you do see like a baddie, I don't know, I can't speak for everyone, but like I think a lot of us will see them and be like, oh, she looks like she's going to be a bitch. But 80 to 90% of the time, so kind. Like just another female out here trying.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, don't judge. But like you always have that first instinct because of what you're instilled with
I've had
of like
different experiences.
I knew
I can't stand you.
I knew Sam was going to be a problem on this.
a baddie
Sam
finds
just looks
Sam
at
and
a
they're
super
like,
hot girl and she's
yeah.
like, she would never. Fuck her. Yeah, no, I knew you were
I
going to
don't
be a
do that.
fucking problem on this, Sam.
I never do that. I go talk to them, and then they say I would never.
So it's not
After the
So
fact.
you're saying they're not.
I don't do it to myself,
That's fair, I guess. That's fair. Touche.
It's a tough world out here,
It's hard out here for a pimp.
It's hard out here.
It's hard out here
Bless
for a
it.
pimp.
All right,
Sophie.
so my second pick. Sorry. I'm going to keep it with the baddies, and I'm going to go Aunt Gladys from Weapons.
Oh, I had that on the list.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
didn't even dawn on me. That's
Yeah.
a great choice.
I'm not,
for
not
sure.
a big fan of her. But
Why are you
Say,
not a
Nick,
big
we got to mute his
fan?
mic or something. This is out of control.
What do you
So
got
you don't
against
like
Aunt
beautiful
Gladys?
young
She's a
hot
terrible
women that
witch.
may or may not
There
What
judge
do you
way
mean
more
she's
better
a
witches.
terrible witch?
yeah, she's terrible. Her whole plan was
No.
We've talked
Sophia's
about this.
saying she's terrible as in scary. You're saying terrible as in not good at magic?
she's not good at being evil.
Bro,
I feel like she nailed it.
she did great. What do you mean?
Yeah.
She
Her
possessed an
plan was-
entire
She did not do
classroom.
great. She got eaten by her own possessions.
But she's
Life
been
comes
doing
How is
it
that
for
great?
ages.
That's makes me think she should be better at it.
Well, no, I guess she's that guy's aunt. So how long could she have been around?
Oh, that's
Well,
true, I guess.
That's where we've disagreed. So we've had many topics or conversations
Yeah.
about this topic on this podcast.
I can tell, yeah.
And I disagree that
First off, don't point at me.
I disagree that it's his aunt.
That was a
I
power
I
move.
feel like
He fell for it, sucker.
because he's always said it's this dude's aunt. She's theoretically
She says, I'm your aunt, and he lets her stay in the fucking house. Who's
She's-
letting a stranger come in?
she's a fucking magical being.
That is true. I don't know. Do they
But you
ever
said she's
specify
not good at
if
magic, so how'd she
she's
MacGyver her
actually
way
the
past
aunt?
the door?
She's good at certain aspects of it, but her plan,
This is bullshit.
her plan is what's bad. Her plan is to lure all the kids from one classroom. Why not take one kid from like 17 different classrooms?
It would still be the same effect. There's 17
Well,
kids
'cause
missing
then
in a
when
school.
she takes it all from
If
one
they were
class,
given
she's
towns-
pinning the crime on that teacher.
If it wasn't,
Or the one student that's left.
Oh, boom.
Well, sure,
Well,
but
yeah, you're judging the plan by the outcome. But
we're
at the
getting an
time, it probably
entire
seemed
another
okay.
movie just about Aunt Gladys.
Getting an
Judge
Aunt
all
Gladys
of
movie.
Sam, if Aunt Gladys walked in here right now and said, I need your beanie, and she dropped it in a
It
bowl of
clipped your
water,
hair off.
clipped a twig, you'd be bashing your head into Nick's head, and you'd both be dead.
Probably your mouth into Nick, yeah.
yeah, but what would that get her?
I don't know, joy.
That's what I'm saying. Is
I
what
mean,
would
that
that
would be
get
good for
her?
you.
Like she does all these little things really cool.
She comes in,
but the big thing she
hears
fucks
you
up.
talking shit. She drops your beanie, snaps a twig. Next thing you know, you're kissing Nick on
My
the
beanie
earlobe.
is irrelevant.
And then you're fucking sitting there, you're going, you know what I do love?
It's the least important
Midsommar.
part.
And she just dominates you. And you do nothing but be her puppet.
And she gets eaten by all of her kids, like a little pussy.
Oh my God. Ew. Ew, I don't like that.
I just absolutely knew the writer of Manpoon was not going to work on the show. I knew it. I knew this was going to
Okay.
I think Aunt Gladys is awesome.
Yeah.
I think the
Thank
scene when they have a
you.
basement full of fucking elementary school kids is terrifying.
They
Aunt
just
Gladys
eat chicken
also
noodle
like
soup.
Tiffany, iconic now.
Iconic.
Aunt Gladys is up for an Academy Award
Tomorrow.
for best performance.
And we all know how much we put our trust in the Academy to decide who's best at shit.
Okay. Well,
This is insane.
there's always one
This is
buzzkill at the
insane.
party. It's fine.
Sam's literally just doing, you can't see me, magic. He's just teleporting around to different islands.
It's a good pick. Great pick. Great pick.
You just got a
pick,
goose
Sophia. Great
honk
pick.
out of
As
me.
one of
Okay.
our commenters said, this episode
I mean,
needed a
it's
Sam
better
and Sam
than
obliged.
It's better than whatever I'm gonna choose.
I was like, you were trying to team up with
I'm
me
just
so
trying to
hard
buy
before we
time
started
before I have to
recording.
choose one.
Now we're recording and you're shitting on me.
Ludicrous.
Oh,
I don't
boy.
even know
We're
whose
not on a
turn
team
it
anymore,
is.
Sophia.
I tried to be on
No
a
holds
team with
barred
you.
now.
All right. Touche, man. I'm gonna go downstairs and eat all your banana bread.
Yeah. No, you can't have any. You can't have any of it now. Not after that.
All right, I'm gonna get this back on track. Nick, mute Sam's mic. I'm gonna take Carrie. I think Carrie.
I had her, yeah.
Carrie is the pinnacle
call.
of
Yeah.
the young girl.
Damn.
Who's coming into her adult womanhood, right? The movie starts with her having her first period in the girls' shower, watching the other girls turn on her like feral beast, right? Hurting her for what she is, throwing tampons at her, joking at her, things that they're all going through themselves, right? Or have just gone through or about to, watching them turn on her so callously because she is chosen as the outcast and the one to throw all the pain at that they may be experiencing is fucking brutal. Watching Carrie's mother, right? Mrs. White, who is supposed to be a protector and a guider, take the trauma she had by having a tryst with a man who fucking abandoned her and then traumatizing her daughter with that pain. Watching everyone crush this woman. Watching as they set a plan in motion to make her the prom queen. So for but one night, she has hope that this is all going to get better just to fucking dump that blood on her. There may be no more cathartic and well-earned fucking murder spree in movie history than when Carrie gets to fucking have her revenge on every single one of these fucks that let this happen to her. And I mean, for me, if you're talking about killer queens, she is among the most iconic. The eyes, the head whip, the fucking prom outfit
Yeah, it was
covered
prom
in blood.
too, right?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was
She's
at
literally
prom.
a queen.
She's literally the queen of prom. Yeah, I think Carrie that's just one of the
It's a
best
great-
movies. And it
great
doesn't
pick.
get the credit for setting the tone for so many tropes that other horror movies took when the big boom of the 80s happened.
I think Joe Bob said that on an episode. I was just going back through his archive because we were doing a video on it, and he was. I think it was even a Monster Vision, old clip, like from like 30 years ago. He was talking about Carrie, and he said that exact same thing. He's like, because he was lamenting about how they couldn't show all the naked people in the shower scene. He goes, "You see that all the time now."
Yeah, naked,
Yeah.
This was
Naked.
the first time ever. It was
naked and aardvarking.
Curvy
dude. That's
Joe
what
Bob was kind of funny. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we talked about the end scene, right? Where the girl has the
Yes.
dream that Carrie's hand comes
Yeah.
up, right? That was imitated often in horror after that. That
Oh,
extra
yeah.
jump scare ending became a thing that Carrie
Absolutely.
gave us. It's also, to me, and arguably, the best adaptation of a Stephen King story. So I think Carrie holds a very monumental place in cinema history and is one of the most iconic killer queens
Yeah,
of all time.
You don't have to talk me into a Brian De Palma at all. I'm always there for that. Great pick. I did not have that on my list. Now I'm kicking myself. I'm going to go with a more modern killer queen. Let's do Strange Darling, the Electric Lady.
Ooh, that's a great
good
one.
Yeah.
The Electric Lady, hell yeah.
Yeah, and what's great about that movie is you don't realize that she's the baddie until like halfway through because of the way it's told out of order. And she's, a skinny little girl. And Kyle
Gallner.
Gallner.
Yeah.
He's also in Jennifer's
Who's
Body.
in Jennifer's Body, who's come a long way, by
Yeah.
the way.
This guy,
He's
he knows
phenomenal.
how to pick 'em.
Phenomenal.
He knows how to
Yeah,
pick 'em.
but he is pretty menacing, at least seemingly in that. And then you're really on his side by the end because she is so diabolical, and you're not expecting it. Yeah, I love that. Willa Fitzgerald, is that the actress's
That's the
name?
girl,
Oh
yeah.
my God, she
What
is
is
so
she
good
doing
in that.
next?
Yeah.
I mean, I really thought she deserved
She's doing
a
anything she
nomination for
wants.
that movie.
She was
That's-
never going to get nominated, but like
Never, but
she should immediately
deserved
be
it.
in like whoever, Robert Eggers, Ari Aster, whoever's making like the next big budget, Zach Krieger, whoever's making the next big
Gonna
budget
pull
horror
her
movie.
in.
She should have been like
It's-
one of the first
It
three calls.
is one of the best.
Well, what
female
happened with that?
performances.
Didn't something with COVID happen with that movie to where they didn't get into festivals?
Strange Darling?
Yeah,
Well, it might have just gotten pushed, but it ended up having like a good
I
word
feel
of
like there
mouth.
was some sort of drama with that, and it.
I don't recall.
You don't recall? Okay. Well, I'm the last person to speak on this, but I think there was something going on.
That's never stopped you before, Sam. Shoot from the hip, brother.
Right.
I think it's awesome, dude. That's such a good pick.
Yeah, that's
All
a
right,
great
Sam,
pick, man.
you've got two now. You've had a lot of
Oh,
pent
I
up
have to pick
opinions.
two? Oh my god!
Now is your chance to fucking fire them up.
Well, no, I just don't like that witch from fucking.
A note for Nick: if we
What?
could, when Sam
That-
talks,
That's
just
the
do
only
some
thing.
check-ins on Sophia's mood.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, okay, good job, Nick. Good job, Nick.
But the bad part is, I don't even have like a good witch to be like, this is actually a good witch. You know, I didn't think that much about it, but
A hollow shit talker.
Linda
I'm a
Jokes.
hollow shit talker. I'm a hollow shit. And my shit's hollow.
Jesus
What?
Christ. We're just watching a man riff himself to death.
I'm trying to buy time. All right, I'm going.
This is the worst open mic I've ever been to.
Sam, we already we teed you up for
I
like
can't
5
even
movies
remember
at the top.
the words that I wrote though.
What?
They don't make sense to me.
How many White Claws are we in?
No, I just scribbled
Not
them.
that many.
Definitely not enough for this.
I'm gonna go with. God damn it! I had it right there. Oh, Friday the 13th, the original.
And who's the killer in that?
Who? Pamela?
Jason's mom.
Pamela Voorhees. There we are. Okay.
Okay, Pamela. Yeah.
Pamela.
Yep.
So
Pamela.
why Pamela Voorhees, Sam?
I mean, she started it all. She started the Jason craze, even though she's not.
She literally made Jason. You're right. Yeah.
I feel like she's a bit different though, because I feel like everything she did was kind of deserved, right? They deserved it.
No, they were innocent camp counselors.
They were not the counselors that let her son drown. I actually
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
I disagree with
Yeah.
you completely.
You disagree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's coming back like what 10 years later, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Now I'm going to kill these fucking kids who are just getting
Because
it in."
of
Well, why did she
Kevin
wait?
Bacon didn't watch Jason
Did-
drown.
Did it ever explain why she waited 10 years?
she's just
Well, 'cause
fucked
the
up in the
camp
head.
closed.
She had to.
The camp closed, and then they were reopening the camp.
Okay, so this was her first opportunity to get revenge.
Yeah.
So in a way, she's patient. You know, it's a quality, a good quality.
I wouldn't. Well, actually, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like she went to town and killed people at the grocery store.
Or
She
she's
waited-
vengeful. I think vengeful would be a better word than patient. Like she waited
Yeah.
10 years, and then when she had her first opportunity, she's like, "Yeah,
Well,
fuck
it
them."
just it signifies the
These counselors were like a slump buster for her.
It was a slump buster, but
Yeah.
it signifies the rage that was burning within her for those 10 years, right?
Yeah,
And then it finally got unleashed
on somebody.
on these spring breakers.
It's ridiculous.
Well, they weren't spring breakers, but
Kevin Bacon, he was just trying to dance, wasn't
He's
he?
like
He's just trying to
he's like
dance.
the kid who has to give an oral
He
report.
was just footloosing his
He
way
was
through
just
the camp.
Kevin Bacon.
And he's like, and also there was in America. And how do we feel about that? He's just like, we're running the clock out. This is for you.
I got to pick another one.
What about her kills made her such a good killer queen, Sam?
It's very efficient. The arrow.
I mean, honestly, yeah,
I
you're
feel like
not
the arrow's
wrong.
the least efficient kill. If I was going to kill
Got
you,
it
Sam,
done.
would you
But-
say it's efficient for me to hide under your bed and wait to poke an arrow up through?
Well, she had to make sure that they were fornicating, right?
Well,
They were
can't
not fornicating when this happened.
They were getting ready to, weren't they?
Kevin Bacon's always about to fornicate.
Oh, yeah.
That's not fair.
I
And
think
we've all seen Wild Things. We know what's up. Yeah, she was efficient. She was, dude, she loved her son so much that it destroyed her life.
Then why wasn't she fucking watching him?
Why wasn't she watching him?
because he
They
was at
ever-
was at
summer
camp.
camp.
He was a camp, yeah.
Oh, so it just keeps piling up, man.
if you wanna-
She trusted these counselors to protect her son. They didn't.
It's my fault. I'm throwing fucking logs on the fire as we go through. Yeah. Okay.
And she became a killer queen because of it.
Ooh, nice save. All right. What do you have for your next pick? What sojourn are you going to walk us through this time?
She wasn't in the second one, right?
No. She literally died at the end of the
Yeah, she gets her head chopped off.
I'm gonna go with Monster.
The
Eileen Wuornos.
okay,
I don't
the
know
Eileen
the girl's
movie.
name, but she's from South Africa.
Eileen, wait, what?
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
That was such a weird couple of sentences to get to. I'm going to take the monster from South Africa.
It was shot in Orlando, Florida. That one, right?
No, but the actor is from South Africa.
Yeah,
Charlize
Charlize
Theron.
Charlize Theron.
Academy Award winning
Academy-
actress for this movie.
She's won awards for this. She gained a bunch of weight. Dude, so
She lost a bunch of weight, right?
no,
I
she
think
gained.
she gained.
She gained for this.
Yeah,
She was
like-
playing real life serial killer Eileen
Yeah.
Eileen
Wuornos.
Wuornos, which is a terrifying story if you ever looked
Yeah.
into it. She was a prostitute that would pick up.
The way you said that, I know you've never looked into it.
I've looked into
You
it.
looked right into my eyes as you said that. It's like liar.
Save me. She would go around and pick up dudes
Yeah.
Yep.
because
Close.
she pretended to be a prostitute.
Well, she was.
She was a prostitute,
Yeah.
not pretended, yeah.
Well, but she didn't have
Yeah,
sex with
she-
them.
Oh,
just
she
killed
did?
them.
She did.
She had sex with them, then killed them.
Some
He's
of them.
really looked into it.
I would have killed them first.
So she is
Then you
from
wouldn't have to have sex with them.
Dade County, Florida, I believe. And she was a prostitute who was sexually assaulted and then decided, fuck that. I'm going to seek my vengeance on people who are out here trying to do what other people have done to me. And so she would lure men in after that instance.
Paying customers.
Sure.
I'm
and
saying
then
she's in the wrong.
I don't.
I love how Sam is just lawyering every single pick.
I'm just trying to help him. Like, I'm just trying to tell the story.
No, I'm saying it's a good story.
Sam, it's not the commerce that is the problem. It is the potential violence that women who are sex workers face.
It's like the underlying theme or whatever.
Well,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, Sam, that's exactly what
but the movie was about this prostitute killing people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
which is also
at
a
the
true
very
story.
base.
it's also
yeah.
a true story, yeah. That's what makes it even scarier.
He's like whispering into Sam's ear, and he looks right at Sophia and says whatever you say. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
I've got a like beautiful
Yeah.
panoramic
It's
view.
like in Independence Day, I have my tentacle around his neck.
Salt water.
Keith tells me I
That's Men
say
in
it
Black.
differently.
Men in Black.
Jesus.
Where are we?
What was I saying? Oh, yeah.
We have no idea. We
Monster.
literally have no idea.
The big thing that I thought was impressive about this movie was her character transformation.
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
her becoming this other, like, she's an attractive woman, right? We've all seen her.
Yeah,
in-
she had always
Yeah.
played very
She had
attractive,
always
like,
played-
you know, women you would yearn after.
Yeah,
And then she showed up at this.
yeah.
I always think of the bathroom scene when she's like giving herself, like for lack of a better term, because it is what it is, a whore bath in the sink.
A French bath.
Well, girlies call it whore baths. Like I've taken a whore bath. You're in the sink and you're like, I got to freshen up real quick, and you just start splashing water in all your places.
Wait, are you saying horror or horror?
Whore, a whore bath.
Whore.
Yes. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. You can do baby wipes. You can do a sink. It's whatever you got, but it's a shower that you take without a shower, essentially. But seeing her do that, and like her in her dirty white underwear, and like a really unflattering angle.
I got it for me, too. It did it for me.
That's not what I'm saying at all, actually. But okay, I'm done talking about this movie with Sam.
It's really the cameras can't do justice to watching Sophia make this good point. And Sam's just like, how am I going to fucking torpedo this? That didn't.
The monster is my third pick.
It's not
Heard.
monster. It's just monster.
Yeah, Sam was about to be found in a fucking bag on the side of the Florida highway.
Yeah.
If I ever went there.
Are we going back my way?
I have
Yeah,
no idea
it's
what's
your
happening. No,
turn.
it's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is it, right, Nick?
No, I have
You have two more.
2 more.
Yeah. I'm on the
Oh,
turn.
no, yeah, we have 2 more. You're right.
Yeah.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I'm going to pick Angela from Sleepaway Camp 2.
Nice.
Oh, yep. Got
Hell
it.
yeah. Hell yeah.
All right,
Angela
Sam,
don't
just
take no
don't-
shit.
Yeah. So Angela,
Yeah, I mean, she kills a lot of people in a lot of creative ways. She's just not having, talk about fornicating. She's not having any of it at her camp. There's no way, no how.
it's kind of sad. Yeah, this is a one of the worst cases of Arrested Development that has ever existed in movies. Played by the great Felissa Rose, who we met.
No. This is played by Bruce Springsteen's sister.
Not in the original. No.
Sleepaway Camp 2.
Oh, you're picking part 2.
Part 2.
What?
Angela, Sleepaway Camp
Why
Part
would
2.
you pick Sleepaway? Sleepaway Camp 2 is great. That's the
I
one where she
love
stuffs
part
the girl
2.
in the outhouse.
Yes.
So, but what I'm saying is, what a wild choice to not take the most iconic version of the character, Felissa
taking-
Rose at
Felissa
the end with
Rose.
the mouth open, and it's a little girl with a penis.
Yeah, but I'm taking my favorite iteration. of it,
Okay,
which
I
is part
actually
2.
love this. Part 2 is actually a dramatically better movie. I
Thank
do
you.
agree with you on that. It's way more fun.
Yes, it's much more fun.
Yeah, it's the champion of the high camp award.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. It's just a great time. I mean, you start off and they're doing this whole, we're going to evoke what happened in the first one around the campfire and the legend, the myth.
I forgot
of this.
about that. All the bros at the camp are just like, and then the chick got a penis.
Yeah,
It's like
she had a
Jesus.
penis.
They're all like, no,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and we find out, that she's now a camp counselor and she's just picking off everybody one by one. It's just so hilarious. It's like, I had to send so and so home.
And at the end, they're just like, where are all these people? Where were these cars to pick them up? It's like
They're all gone. They're all dead.
It's such a funny movie because it plays as kind of this low rent, like just made quick sequel. But it actually has such an interesting commentary on what that movie was. Because Sleepaway Camp is like one of the weirdest artifacts of the 80s, right? Where it's such a bizarre movie. It's just your classic, like, killing kids at a camp. It just adds, like, the weirdest grenade at the end, which is just Felissa Rose with a penis.
Mm-hmm.
And that movie to kind of come in, and it's so tongue-in-cheek acknowledging how silly that idea is. and how fun it is. But it's not untangling all of like the complicated other issues of it. It's just like, fuck it. Let's have a blast.
Well, look, it's a lot like Wet Hot American Summer. But Wet Hot American Summer was riffing off of Sleepaway Camp in a lot of ways. Yeah. And, you know, some other 80s camp movies. I mean, there were so many camp movies.
Oh my God. So even Ernest went to camp, dude. Camp was everywhere when we were kids. There was Camp Salute Your Shorts on Nickelodeon. Camp was in it. So I was always mad I never got to go to camp. But camp was so omnipresent in culture.
Was there a Mark Harmon one? Summer camp?
I think that was Salute Your Shorts.
No, there's one with Mark Harmon in a movie.
Mark Harmon?
Yeah. He played like a camp counselor or something. I mean, there were just a ton of
The Parent
those.
Trap with Lindsay Lohan.
Meatballs with Bill Murray.
Heavyweights. That was like a huge movie in our house. The overweight kids camp with Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
That's borderline what I went to. It was called sports camp, but we know why we were all there.
Sports camp.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope you guys like softball.
3 sports a day. Yeah.
3 sports.
You wake up and you do a run. We know why we're here.
3 sports and 1 plate. You're here. Let's go.
Oh no, Nick, did you lose video?
Oh,
all right. Well, we'll continue for the listeners.
Okay. I didn't know if we were going to pause or not. All right. We're back up. We're here. Sorry, Angela heard us talking shit, chopped our feed. But yeah, Sophia went to a sports camp. That's what you may or may not have seen. That's fine. No, I think picking Angela and Sleepaway Camp 2 is a very aggressive choice that I love.
If I'm going to watch any of them, it's Sleepaway Camp 2.
And our friend Jason Zink, director of Looky Loo, was going to come on this show because he wanted to talk about that movie so much.
We still need to reserve it for him.
He should still do that. Yeah, a very beloved film. This is hard. I think I'm going to take... I'll just do it. It's very basic. I'm going to take Samara from The Ring. She's just a little girl who just has hatred for the entire world and is just destroying
she was done
everyone.
Wrong. She was done wrong.
She was done wrong.
That,
and again, it's a case of matricide where her own mother betrayed her. But Samara was born, and we never fully understand. I feel like I've seen all of those movies many times. I still never really figured out why, other than just this, it is an abomination of nature. That whatever this girl possesses drives animals wild, drives people wild, whatever. All these horses are dying and killing themselbes. I'll take the Gore Verbinski version too, not Ringu. Because that's just a movie that meant a lot to me. But this girl is just born as a nexus for bad and evil. And it brings out the worst in everything and everyone around her, right? So the mom cracks her and dumps her down a well. The thing about that movie that freaked me the fuck out was the idea that when Naomi Watts finds it under the cabin, right? There were the claw marks and the nails where Samara was still alive and trying to get out. Right? Like, what happens if she gets out? Could she have had a chance? Could they have figured it out? Could her parents have gone to jail? Whatever. But because she couldn't fight her way up, right? She is a child. That this hatred was born. And somehow she was able to imprint herself on a VHS tape that was in her little loft or whatever, right? And now is a plague that is spread throughout, right? Destroying other moms, other children, other people. And I just think that movie captures something so fucking scary and terrifying. I don't know what it has to say about
feminine rage. That's what that is.
That's what I mean. I don't know what that movie has to say about feminine rage to me, but it is definitely people who are just fucking mad. And I guess Naomi Watts becomes kind of the parallel journey of that, right? This single mom who's trying to take care of her kid while the videographer's like, I'm too fucking cool to help out.
Also a journalist who's not fully taken seriously.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, she's trying to find her way past the blockades in her career, right? It's just a really interesting and scary, aggressive film.
Well, speaking of the threat of Samara, the thing, I might have said this on a previous pod, but I'll never forget going to see this movie. And I felt like, I've seen this movie before. Like Stir of Echoes did this, right? Where it's, we have to uncover the person who was done wrong. And by, figuring out this mystery, we will release the spirit and all will be well. And there's this shot where they exhume her from the well and the camera cranes up, and I was like, we're going to credits. Like, credits are going to start rolling over this. And then the movie keeps going. I'm like, wait a minute, what's happening? And then we find out she's fucking evil.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was so unprepared for it.
She's in bed with her son, and she's like, it's okay. We free. And he goes, why did you let her go?
Yes.
She never sleeps. Why did you let her go?
That
and it's fucking insane.
Rocked me. Then that turned it from like a B- movie to an A+ movie.
Yeah. And again, that great scene where it kills the boyfriend. But the other thing at the very end of that movie that's so nefarious is that she holds her son's fingers to make a copy of the tape, right? Because the deal with the devil is if you keep spreading her, even though she's like out now. So I didn't fully understand that connection.
Yeah.
But if the son makes a copy and willingly, she's making her son a willing participant in this like continued agony of this little girl, that he'll be safe and it'll go kill the next people and they'll at least be okay as she keeps spreading inevitably to everyone on Earth. And it's brutal and it's mean and it's scary and it's a little girl that needed help.
It's like It Follows.
Yeah.
But The Ring did it first. It Follows riffs off of that. So does Smile.
Yeah.
Where you have to do the bad thing in order to keep it from coming back to you.
Yeah. I really thought that scene of like his little fingers pressing the record button was like wild to me at the time.
Yes.
So I'm taking The Ring.
Fair.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
What do you got? This is your last
I didn't even realize it was my
picks?
turn. Yep. 2 turns. All right, let's go. I'm going to do The Blair Witch from Blair Witch Project.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you've heard the Reddit theory. I think we've talked about this on the pod, right?
Maybe. I don't know if.
The Reddit theory of this movie is that there is no Blair Witch.
Oh.
The two guys.
Isn't that the reality?
Well, no. God damn it, Sam.
I've never heard this
of the
theory.
film is that the film we're watching is these two guys are working with this girl, selling her on this documentary they're going to make about the Blair Witch.
Yeah.
And they're leading her out there and they're doing all the stuff to scare her. And at the end, they lure her into the house and the one friend stands in the corner so he can fucking hit her.
Oh.
And that there actually never was a Blair Witch, but these two bros tricked her out into the woods with this like allure of this documentary.
I love that read.
But
It's
then,
a great
but
fan
then what
theory.
happens with like the requel of The Blair Witch?
This was before the requel, right? The
okay.
requel kind of annihilates all that. It
Yeah.
makes it very supernatural, if
Yeah.
not alien in nature,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This was before all that, right? But weirdly, I think that actually makes it more scary for a female audience member,
I
weirdly,
think
right?
so.
I'm more afraid of ghosts and ghouls than men. I'm going to be
You
honest.
just fuck them up. Take their
Yeah,
shit.
like men I can fucking bop. Ghosts and ghouls,
ready.
I can't.
That's
like
your mistake, Sophia. Don't go out into the woods with Sam.
I don't go into the woods at nighttime. Period. I don't
go in the
like
woods either,
alone.
so
Yeah,
you're
we're good.
Maybe you should go in the woods.
Maybe that's the only place you're safe.
Jesus Christ.
Wait,
We've
so are
been
we
in the woods
counting
with
the
Sam,
Blair
it's
Witch
fun.
then? Can we
Yeah,
count
I
that?
think the Blair
Yeah,
Witch
yeah,
counts.
yeah.
Okay.
The movie's hinting at the actual
Sure.
resemblance
Yeah.
of her.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a cool fan theory.
I like that. No, I like the
It's
theory.
very interesting.
Yeah.
When you rewatch it next time,
Think it
with that in your
with
head,
that.
it's fascinating.
My issue is every time I go to rewatch it, I end up watching the requel instead of the original because I love the requel so much.
Well, you know what's weird is that's such a beloved movie, and like what it did at the time was spectacular.
Yeah.
It's a tough rewatch. It's hard to go back, man. Like it does not hold up to me in any way, shape, or form. It's so joyless.
The ending, I think the ending is still like fun and like you get those little goosebumps.
A little
but
YouTube
getting to
clip
that,
of like the last couple
Yeah,
minutes.
that's all
great.
you
The movie
need.
itself is a fucking slog.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
it has not aged gracefully.
Well, it was obnoxious at the time.
It was, but at the time, at least my dumbass, I was a kid.
No, of course it was
I thought
novel.
it was real.
Of course
Right.
it was novel.
Everyone thought it was
My
real.
parents
Adults
rented that
thought it was
thinking
real.
it was real. Like we bought in because this was like before I had seen trailers.
Well,
and
you
there was
were-
a sci-fi
well, because-
documentary about the real Blair Witch the night before.
Well, because you were like, you would not actually consciously make a movie with people that's annoying.
Well, also
Not-
it's like, yeah, we had never seen, or I had never seen a movie that like so played at that like will trick you. Like movies
Yeah.
were movies. They looked nice and they had big stars in them, and like that's what I knew at the time. So it kind of came along perfectly to attack us.
Well, and that was like one of the first found footage, at least
I mean, you have like
successful
Cannibal
found footage.
Holocaust and
Well, I had not seen
Faces of
that.
Death and all
I had
those.
not seen
Yeah,
that when I
at
was
that
a kid
age,
in rural
yeah.
Indiana. But like that one felt so
Yeah.
real, and I think it achieved greatness. But like, it's
Well,
impossible
and
to
especially
rewatch.
being a Midwesterner, I feel like we have so many of those like empty
Yeah.
fields with abandoned houses that
Yeah.
like any of those fields or woods with the abandoned house back on the lot could be where the Blair Witch is living.
I remember this was the time where we all had to pile into one of our parents' vans because they would ferry us to and from the movie theater. And coming back from that, there was, I remember, a little barn in the middle of a cornfield, and it had like all of these like children's painted hands
Oh God!
Absolutely
splattered on
not.
it.
Nope.
As a kind of like fun thing, but right after seeing the Blair Witch, it freaked us out. We all started screaming. It was madness.
It's
Yeah,
the
dude, we had a
witch.
ton of those because we started a thing where like we would just get fucking stoned or drunk, and we formed a ghost hunting society.
Hell yeah.
And we would just drive around to like places and just fucking
Yeah.
look for ghosts that we had heard were like real in Indiana. And it's fun. Just being anywhere in Indiana in the middle of
there's
nowhere at pitch
right
dark
up
is
here. There's
fucking
one,
terrible.
the abandoned water park.
Right.
I remember doing that one
Well,
as a
we
high
went to one where it's like if
schooler.
you drive on a road, right, and you fucking go Like you lose radio and phone signal in the middle, right? And you can't see down the road. That's like the myth, right? And somehow next to that, there was a silo. And we told my friend, we're like, hey, our portly friend, we're like, you should climb up there and look inside and get some video. And when he looked in, he goes, ah! And he almost fell like 30 feet to his death, we thought. But when he looked in, there were just all these like fucking cats that had made a home in there. So all these cat eyes looked up at him.
Oh my God.
So he fell. We had just been doing backyard boxing before we went. So my other friend had a concussion I gave him. And then we were fucking smoking pot in a graveyard. And we saw this big white shape. It ends up being a giant fucking dog, but I thought I was going to have a heart attack. And I was just like, we can't fucking ghost hunt anymore. We're not going to.
This is it. We're done.
So like,
we're done.
I really was like,
scared by dogs.
It was very evocative of the Blair Witch. And it's like, this is not to be fucked with.
Yeah.
Like in any way, shape, or form. We didn't even see any haunted shit. It was just animals, and it scared the fuck out of us.
We have a lot of those things.
No, but you're right. It did take a lot of those Midwestern myths.
Yeah.
I mean, this is in Burkittsville, Pennsylvania or something like that.
It's not
and
out
it was
here,
just,
but
hey, we're nobodies. We talk about this shit all the time amongst us. We're just going to go out with a camera and see what we find. And that's
Every
what made
small
it feel
town
so
has one.
real. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, love it. I'm with you. I'd always watch the remake instead, personally. So what is your last pick here?
So this is going to kind of tie back to Jennifer Check. I got to pick her. She's a baddie. She's a killer. We love her. You might not love her. Baby Firefly, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, Three from Hell.
Yeah.
The whole franchise.
I actually just rewatched Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, she's phenomenal in
Sherry
that.
Moon Zombie?
Sherry Moon Zombie. Is she essentially just brought into the industry because of Rob? We could say that, sure.
Well, maybe he was brought in because of her. You never know.
I think we know. And it's no shade to Sherry because I do like Sherry Moon Zombie. But I think that Baby Firefly is a quintessential female killer character.
Yeah.
And that laugh and the whole persona and like her
laugh was
costuming.
shit, though.
But that's the
The fact
point.
that she laughed
Could
at
you imagine
everything.
as you're being
Yeah.
fucking
That's
not how
stabbed?
I want to go out.
I hate
Do you
it.
like that?
Dude, I
like
hate it.
you're gonna be annoyed and you're gonna die. That
Wow.
like
That's true.
But she's pretty.
she's gorgeous and her ass is always hanging out just a little bit, which we love.
They did that a lot in Devil's Rejects, where
Yeah.
it's like she had like the knee hole, but like on
Under
her
the
butt
cheeks.
Yeah.
I love that.
I was like, that's not.
I have always wanted
It
to cut
happens
a pair of
naturally.
jeans like that, but
Yeah.
I'm like, in what scenario could I ever go out with
I tried
just
it. It's
cheeks
tough to pull
jiggling?
off.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a tough. It's a tough. Pull
Tried that with the Stonewashed in the 90s.
When I went to Meyer, they threw me out. No, I was kidding. But yeah, no, I think she got maligned for that, right? Because
Yeah.
she's not an actress, air quotes.
I
think
mean,
you
she's
see-
an actress.
Well, sure, right? But I think that's
Yeah.
what people were saying, right? I think you
At the
see a
time.
huge growth into Devil's Rejects.
Yes.
And by the time you get to Lords of Salem, she's giving a really
Phenomenal.
interesting performance, I thought. That movie has issues, whatever. But yeah, I think she's great, man. And again, I would take her from Devil's Rejects because I think that's more of like a full encapsulation of like the humanness
Well,
of that
and
character.
Devil's
Yeah.
Rejects focuses on the story of the family more so, right?
Yeah, that's like after
kinda.
the
Yeah.
part one, right? The cops are coming
We
to
learn a
raid the
little bit more
property and they
about
all
them.
fucking flee.
They become the protagonists.
I think they're given more of a human quality.
Yes, that's
and
what I
the
mean.
first
It's
one,
brought into the real world in a way
Yeah.
that
I
Devil's
agree with
Reject
that,
is
yeah.
kind of music videoified.
House of a Thousand
in a way-
Corpses is just like, these are evil people doing
Yes.
evil things. Devil's Rejects is like, oh, this is a family that loves each other.
Yes.
It deepens it, yeah.
Yeah.
They're almost like comic book characters in House of a Thousand Corpses, which is fucking great. Heath and I
And
went and
they
saw
have that
that play
epic-
in the theater again a year or two ago, and it was fucking great.
That
It's
During
so
the
epic
funny.
anniversary,
scene at
yeah.
the end when they go into the gunfire is so.
Oh, Freebird starts playing. God, that's one of my favorite
yeah.
movie endings of all time. I really do love it. I get shit for that all
When
the
she does
time. But
Chinese,
Japanese, dirty knees.
And
Look at these.
I was on my couch a little hungover. I just go, how many fucking times is she going to say this? How many fucking times is she going to say this? And this mom's like laying there naked on the bed, like, and I was just like, leave her alone. Stop. Like it's a tough hang.
Well, they got to
Yeah.
make it. They got to make it to feel like it's good for them to die, right?
Well,
At the
also
end.
you like watch her like she
Like, you don't
kind
want-
of
you wanna hate
watches-
these people.
She kind of watches Bill Moseley's character, and it's almost like, all right, I got to one up him.
Yeah.
Captain Spaulding's her dad, and it's like, all right, this motherfucker's crazy. I got to try some shit.
Well, and she's raised in this environment, right?
Yes.
So that's all she knows. And
Her mom's
that's a good
batshit.
point, man. She's just
Yeah.
trying to one up these dudes, these violent dudes that she's run up with. Not that she's not violent. I'm not gonna.
She's,
cut her any
I
slack,
mean,
but
she's
Dude.
pretty
Sam
fucking
runs a tight
crazy.
ship.
it's a tough environment to grow up in. I'll give her that.
I don't think she's necessarily trying to one up the dudes. I think that she herself has just like been raised by these people.
Yeah.
And so
It's just
she's
normal.
just crazy. Like she is honestly probably one of the crazier ones in the family.
She's kind of the baby, so she's just imitating what she
And
sees
isn't
around,
her
right?
name the baby?
Well, Baby Firefly.
She's not
yeah.
the baby. That's different.
Duh baby is very different.
But yeah, but that's a good point too. It's like they kind of just let her do her thing.
Yeah.
And she's just crazier than all of them.
Yeah, naturally crazy because she was the first, like, well, she has brother Otis, but like she is the youngest child. The youngest child is usually the craziest fucking child because the parents are so consumed
True.
with raising
Very
the other
true.
children.
And especially growing up in this family, she had no
no
rails.
one
There
had
are no
time to
rails
watch over
guiding her
baby
morality.
Firefly.
Yeah.
So she's out here
There were
playing with
lots of rails,
dollies
it
and
seemed like.
well, I mean,
Different rails, bro. Different rails.
Hey.
all right, that's my final pick, baby Firefly.
I think it's not bad. Oh God, there's so many good ones on the board. What will win me the draft? What will? You know what? I don't know the character's name, but I'm taking Species.
Natasha.
Yeah.
Is that her name in the movie? Natasha?
Well, her name is an actor.
God damn it, not her name. What? It's
Natasha
Syl?
Henstridge.
It's Syl. That's what it is. Syl. That's what I
Also
can't
played by Michelle Williams as a young.
later on.
Really?
Yeah.
No. She's the young version in the very beginning.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Michelle Williams is the.
She's
This is
baby Syl.
This is pre Dawson's Creek.
This is pre the Crick.
Yes.
Yeah. And Doctor
The
Who,
Crick.
yeah.
1995. This movie came
Yeah,
out.
Who was
no,
she in
Michelle.
Doctor Who?
Oh yeah.
She had the episode where she was. I think it was Blink, where she was in. I think.
Oh,
right?
Don't Blink.
Don't
the
Blink.
Weeping
I think
Angels.
She was in one of the episodes. Yeah, if I remember.
Okay.
But Species was a very formative movie.
Yes.
For a lot of us at
Yes.
this.
It
in
made
this
something
episode.
for him.
Ew. That's my first ew ever on this podcast. I'm going to just say that out loud.
It
But
did
that
not,
got me.
Sophia. It was a very artistic viewing. It was academic for me.
just
I was
went,
very interested in the interaction
No.
between an alien race and ours and how our species
Yes.
and societies would collide.
How
And the hot tub
sophisticated.
scene, you know.
Oh my God, it was rad.
Just
And
happened.
Michael Madsen's running around. He's just like, oh my God, she's hot now. She's hot. Like he was just doing like all these kind of like tough guy innuendos. Like, yeah, maybe we're the ones who need to get fucked. Right? He's just like saying weird
God,
shit.
he's
the whole-
great in that movie.
Dude.
Dude, he's so good. He's another one of those guys. I don't know why he didn't like just balloon more. Right? Like
I
I
know.
thought you could put.
I know.
Michael Madsen's one of those actors. Like he could be in any fucking movie.
And honestly, without Tarantino, I feel like he would be one of those guys where you're just like, I know that guy's face, but I don't know who
Yeah,
he
I don't know
is.
that he would have had a career like he did, right? But like he's just one of those awesome character guys who just works in any movie.
He was in Free Willy.
He was in Free Willy.
He was the
Free
dad, right?
Willy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you put him in these movies, and this movie is this bizarre, like the government has this sexy hot alien, right? And it produces these pheromones that drive men wild. And her whole mission is to get fucking knocked up, right? And she just has sex with and kills all these guys on her mission to find whatever, right? I barely remember. I've seen all of the Species movies. There's so many.
She's trying to collect DNA from humans, essentially, right?
Yeah, which seems like it should be super easy.
Yeah.
Like, I
well,
mean,
especially if you look like her.
yeah, it feels like that should just be like at one point she goes to a Hollywood club and I'm like, that's like 50 samples right there. You can knock that out in an hour.
You don't even
Like,
need to leave the club. Just go to the bathroom.
yeah, just Bonnie blew it, dude. Just run through
And that's
the
the
crowd.
point that got me. Is like, you don't need to kill all these guys, right?
Yeah, don't fuck. I think she was killing them because they were inadequate. Something happened where they were
She was
not
trying
enough.
to find like the prime specimen.
This was a movie that, and I was too young to get this. I was just like, fucking hot alien, hell yeah, dude.
Right?
I think it was preying on men's weaknesses of like, maybe I'm not enough for a woman and she'll turn into an alien and kill me.
Nobody's enough for her.
But dude, she was just, that was one of those, it was like, oh my God, that movie was so
She wasn't really an
captivating.
alien, was she? She was a lab experiment.
No, she's an alien.
It's Alien?
I'm pretty sure she's an alien.
yeah.
Yeah. That was her
Okay.
final form when she
Okay.
unveils in the fire. She lays
Yeah.
an egg at the end, and that's how the sequels keep
God, I
going.
cannot remember.
The sequel is they also have a man one, and they're like trying to come together. They end up meeting in a barn, and I think they fuck, and it's like a militia. Anyways, I've seen all the Species a lot.
Could have done that on
You
your
know,
own planet.
we were doing a lot of that shit in the 90s.
Yes.
We've really lost that as a society.
Well, I think the last time we did this, here we go. When government scientist Xavier Fitch, Ben Kingsley,
Yes.
fucking Kingsley was
Yes.
in this, intercepts a space transmission containing the genetic sequence for an alien life form. He produces it. That's Syl. A gorgeous alien-human hybrid. As Fitch's test grows concerned at her rapid rate growth, Syl wrecks the laboratory and begins a violent quest for a suitable male human to impregnate her. So that's why they have to be suitable. And the government dispatches top assassin Preston Lennox, Michael Madsen, to take her out. That's insane. That whole paragraph makes
that
no
sounds
sense.
like a killer movie.
And it fucking is. But I think the last time we had, because in the 90s we were like, hey, if there was this thing, would you fuck it?
That's it.
If there was this thing, would you fuck it? You know the last
That's
time we
fair.
did that? Splice. When
That's
Adrian
it? Splice?
Brody and his partner
I mean, Splice was
fucking
a lot
raised
like
that little
Species.
baby,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, like a week later, he's like,
But it wasn't as
fuck
sexy.
it. He fucked that thing.
Yeah.
And it was sexy, by
It's-
the way. As its adult form.
In the,
As it's adult
in the 90s,
I agree with you on that.
In the 90s, we were looking for any excuse to do an erotic thriller.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, you make it
I think we need to bring that
an
back.
alien version of Basic Instinct. Let's go. Come on.
Well, now, not even Sophia's generation, but the kids under them are like fucking lame. They're just like, we don't want any sex in our movies. That distracts from the story. And I was like, what are you fucking talking? That's like saying I don't want pyro at my Kiss concert because I can't hear Strutter. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. When I go to Rammstein, I like the music. I want to feel the heat
The
of the
effects,
fireballs.
yeah.
What the
Sex
fuck are
in
we
movies
talking
is
about?
important as death in movies. It's a part of life.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Sophia, are you at the generation who's anti-sex in movies, or are you above that group?
So I'm not, but I'm also a part of the weird generation. I think is like the intro to A24. Like we want a deeper meaning.
Yeah.
But because of being raised by
No
who I
deeper
was
meaning.
raised by, I'm like, I want titties out.
Yes.
I want like crazy shit.
So,
I
like,
want visuals.
Euphoria works great for you. An
Euphoria's-
A24 show, correct?
Yeah.
Is that A24?
It feels
I think
like
so,
it is.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Seems like
I love
it's a
Euphoria.
merging
Yeah.
of both
Trappings
worlds, right?
of-
It's
yeah.
got Baby Michael Myers, Dej Fayark. Shout out, great Dej. I'll see you in a week.
Jesus, that sounded like a threat.
He's going to be a horror hound.
Oh, I was like, I'm gonna fucking find you.
No, I love Great Dej.
Show ass.
He's great. No, he's just phenomenal. He raps. He's phenomenal.
very
For
cool.
now.
I won't see you in a week when this comes out. I will have already seen you. So maybe you're watching this.
Welcome.
Where were we at?
from the
Euphoria.
future.
Sorry, I took a little break and I'm back.
It's like it's like a meld of both of
We were
those
talking
worlds.
about movies like Species, and now
I-
it's like younger audiences. This was like
They
a huge
want more.
online
They
discourse.
think
They
it's-
do not want sex
Yeah.
in movies because it's
They feel like it's
exploitative and
gratuitous.
whatever.
Yeah.
Who fucking
But I
cares?
think it has to
Gratuitous
go
is
with,
in,
like,
dude.
because-
Terrifier approved. Gratuitous is in.
No, gratuitous, because I think our generation hasn't had to work for porn, hasn't had to work for titties.
That's actually a good
so,
point.
like-
That is a great point.
Really?
That's a great point because we were desperate for it
So
back
when you
then.
see it in a horror
dude,
movie, you get
remember seeing
excited.
any titty ever and just being like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Whereas
dude, finding
now-
a titty in the wild was insane.
You had Skinamax and the Playboy channel.
Yeah.
So
So-
that was it.
I know I'm not
Yeah.
the only one, but when you get the like scrambled HBO,
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
not free for a weekend, but someone
Right.
near you had
Oh
it.
yeah,
It
you
was, like,
record that.
scrambled.
You
You're like,
record
whoa.
that.
Oh,
Where you
yeah.
see like one tit and then the other one was like this long.
I
and took up
remember.
the
I
whole
remember
TV.
going through TV Guide. It's like Red Shoe Diaries is going to be on Showtime. Do, and like going to the scrambled version of it and just hoping.
Oh my god, dude! It was HBO Real Sex trying to stay hard during that. When you just didn't realize there's just like normal ginger accountants who were just like, put me in mud. I don't care as long as you touch my dick. And you're just like, I guess. You're like 10. You're like,
But
it was like such a
That's
weird.
a great point. We
Yeah.
were much more. Yeah.
We were
We were
impressed.
starved.
Nowadays, you just pull up Instagram and
True.
Facebook
It's
and
at the Reddit.
So that makes
Yeah.
a good point. Yeah, we don't want to see that in our movies. We could just go
Yeah,
look at
they
Pornhub.
get that at home. They want the
Yeah.
movies to be a different
We
experience.
want something
that is
different.
I never thought of it from
Dude,
that
that's
point of
great.
view.
Right.
Wow.
I agree
Yeah.
with them. Actually,
We're learning.
philosophical. Thank
We're
you,
learning.
Nick.
See, we're learning. Us old people are learning. I still want to see giant alien titties.
Me
Well,
too.
I mean, I kinda
Absolutely.
do.
This is a great segue for my next pick.
Let's go.
Has anyone seen Miss 45?
No.
oh.
The Nun movie?
Yeah.
Yes, the Criterion Channel Nun movie.
Hell, don't make it like it's some like
No,
classy
I
movie.
think it's incredible that Criterion
It's not
they
a
did a
classy.
whole nunsploitation
That's what it is. It's
grouping, and I watched
It's
all
a
of
great
them.
nunsploitation movie, but she is sexually assaulted and goes on a revenge spree in New York.
Mm-hmm.
This is early Abel Ferreira.
It's gritty New York.
It is. This is a grindhouse movie, and she is bad as fuck. Like
Yeah.
she's in full revenge mode. I mean, like
Well, because the guy breaks into her apartment.
Death Wish
and it's
has
like-
nothing on Miss 45.
No, well, it's weird because like he's walking her around and like she's doing stuff. It's like a very bizarre scene where this guy breaks in and like makes her almost his servant and then like assaults her. It's very weird and graphic. And
When
like,
did it come out?
Takes a while.
1981.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm like, Kevin Smith did something like that, but that's
Yes, so
yonder.
in the 4:30 movie,
Yeah.
he did the sister,
The nun
sister
with Harley.
Sister Sugar or something.
Something like that.
And his
Yeah.
daughter was a nun who went around disguised as a prostitute, killing guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jason Mewes like, let's go. And she takes it. He's like, oh, shit. And the nun kills him.
Right.
He literally is doing a Miss 45.
So
Sister
it's
45.
interesting that Miss 45 is now like considered a Criterion movie, which at the time it was not at all. I mean,
Well,
it
no,
was like a
Criterion
fresh-
now is into very curating like different
Yeah.
moods and eras. And so it was brought in as part of this like exploitation grouping.
and it was controversial movie at the time,
Yeah.
very New York, and that was at the time where New York was a bad place.
Scariest.
Yeah.
And it's
Scariest-
weird because
yeah.
Abel Ferrara goes back to the well in Bad Lieutenant.
He does.
And that movie starts with a notoriously horrifying
Yes.
nun assault.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, but that was based off of real stories that happened in the city. So I mean, it comes from a place of fact. And that was just the mood. I mean, you know, you had like the Bernie Getz situation around the same time. I think that was actually a little later, 84, where, you know, people were getting mugged left and right, and people, you know, were starting to take the law into their own hands.
Yeah.
And even a nun,
that kind of cinema.
even
yeah.
a nun is going to, well, I guess she wasn't a nun when she was assaulted, but she takes on the, you know, moniker of one.
She tosses on the habit and goes for it. Yeah.
Yes, because then she comes off as if she is not lethal.
Meek, subservient,
Yeah,
all
exactly.
the things you would put with a nun, and then she starts fucking wasting people.
Yeah, and she's a killer queen for sure.
Dude, she's awesome in that movie. That's a really cool movie. I would not have guessed that. Very, very interesting pick. Is Sam done, or do we have to sit through another one of those?
One more Sam.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
Sam, you have another killer queen?
Look at my list real quick. I'm going to go with the alien queen from Aliens.
That's a good
Xeno
one.
Queen?
Xeno Queen.
Maybe the scariest mom in movie history, except for 1998's Godzilla, who lays a bunch of eggs in Madison Square Garden. I don't know how she got her butthole in there to put all those eggs in there.
To be fair, if the alien queen laid her eggs in Madison Square Garden, it'd be a different story.
But Godzilla's like
That's
fucking
fair.
20 times bigger than her. Godzilla could just eat her.
Yeah, but her little eggs can form into anything. They can just take a sheep.
They literally can't. They can only form into face huggers.
I know, but no matter what they impregnate, they form into that. So they could take a sheep or a cat and form into that.
But
So
would it
therefore,
be,
they are way more scarier than Godzilla.
I feel like
I'm
Godzilla's
gonna-
way scarier.
yeah, I think
Godzilla, you could nuke.
Would you?
You can't nuke aliens.
Godzilla was created
Even
because
though-
of nukes. Godzilla's invincible to nukes.
Is
They
he?
charge him up.
Okay, well, I didn't watch the full catalog.
Her, that one's a her. Yeah. Matthew Broderick's like, dear God, she's a mom. And there's just little ones. I remember they came out of the popcorn because that they opened a new theater in Lafayette and we went and their big thing was they had love seats. So it was like two people in a seat without the armrest. And I thought it was going to be couches like a Friends set. It was just these two seats. I was like, this fucking sucks. He was like, that's all right. At least I'm watching a new American-made Godzilla. It's the biggest piece of shit ever. But
You
the
know,
babies,
I enjoyed that movie.
I do think Godzilla making babies is scarier than the Xeno
Yeah.
Queen making
Yeah.
babies.
I disagree because they're just like a couple babies. But with the Xeno Queen, they're...
there was more than a couple.
There was like a shitload, dude. There's
Yeah.
like hundreds of them. And Sigourney Weaver takes them out with a fucking flamethrower while holding a child.
Yeah, but that's not the point of the movie. The point of the movie is these things exist out there. And, you know, they're going to
women?
replicate.
Women?
Well, they are women, technically. But I'm not going to say that.
I was just trying to walk you into a
They are
trap there.
females, but, you know, they're aliens.
Well, it improves upon the character's design or the alien design from the first film. So you have H.R. Geiger,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
creates like all of the
Giger,
design.
Yeah, and it is also one of the biggest animatronics they ever
Well,
made.
that's the thing. Then Stan
Yeah.
Winston comes in with James Cameron and for the sequel and really perfects it.
Yeah.
And the Queen
It's a
is
fucking
the ultimate.
great design. It's
Like when
so
I
cool.
think of, you know, given all the alien movies that we have, when I'm picturing the xenomorph, I pretty much think of the
Queen. The
Queen
big
from
head, the
Aliens.
shell
Oh,
head.
no way.
Yeah.
I think of the one that jumps out in part one.
I think of the shell
And the
head.
suit.
Because the alien
I think
queen
of the
gets
egg,
fucking
yeah.
taken out like a wuss in Alien versus Predator. So, like, I think I've scrubbed that from my mind.
Yeah,
But
I don't
before
remember
that
one.
happened-
But the
Before
fight,
that, it was
the
really
fight
cool in
between
Aliens.
Ripley and the Queen.
Yeah, when
was
she's in the
Oh,
exoskeleton.
Dude, it's
So cool.
cool.
great.
Let go of her, you bitch.
Let go
Dude,
of
that
her,
one's
you bitch.
awesome. That's such a cool scene.
Yeah, she's the best.
When
alien.
Sigourney Weaver defeats the vacuum of space with her elbow.
Well, you got to push buttons however you can.
Okay, so here's the thing. So that's a good last pick. I don't know that we could possibly go through all of the killer
There's so
queens that
many.
we missed.
I don't know
The
that I
one
have
that
too much
really
more.
jumps out to my head is Kathy Bates in Misery.
Oh, that's a good
Like
one.
that's such
Yeah,
an
that's a big
obvious. Like
one.
we could have taken
Yeah.
that one.
There are a couple ones.
Asami in Audition.
yeah.
Like there's a couple really big
Pearl?
ones. Pearl and Maxine. I feel
Yeah.
like we missed a couple big
Pearl,
ones.
the Nun.
The Nun.
The
yeah.
Nun's a good
The
one.
Nun.
Nun-
How about that movie Ma? Remember that movie Ma?
Oh, Ma was
Oh,
fucking
Ma.
great.
That was a
I
good
love
one.
that movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's a killer queen.
So does anyone want to redo any of their picks? So who went
No.
first?
I think I did.
Sam went first. So Sophia, are you good?
I'm good.
I actually feel pretty good with my list. I think I'm going to stay.
I'm good. I just want to shout out the stylist. Have you guys seen the
Oh,
stylist?
that's such a good one. We did that a
Good,
lot on that.
low budget. Jill Six. She's, you know, one of the indie, you know, people that we look up to. The stylist was
Hairdresser scalping people. Yeah.
Scalping.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
fucking
Okay.
great
It's a cool
movie.
flick.
Yeah,
Yep.
really good. Sam, you good where you're at?
Wait, she was cutting their heads off? Or
Scalping them.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yep.
Close.
Did they not notice? Like,
Gotta watch the movie, buddy.
okay. I was gonna say, wouldn't she just get arrested the first
It's
time?
very like psychological too.
It's a great movie. You should watch it.
Do I want to change any of mine?
Yeah.
Hell no, bro.
Okay.
Sam's good.
I feel like saying hell yeah, broing me is a perfect way to end this female rage podcast. So that's it for our Killer Queen episode. Oh, Nick's got to do the official list. Nick, hit us up.
I'm more than just good looks. Let's start with you, Griffey. Tiffany from The Bride of Chucky.
Perfect.
Carrie, Samara from The Ring, and Syl from Species.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's a good list until Syl. I feel
Syl
like people,
you are
but
not-
people
yeah.
You are
haven't
not an
seen
old enough man to have seen that.
Yeah, it's fair. I
It works
guess.
great for Gen X and
Our audience is going to be 100%.
Brody's gonna
you're
love it.
right.
All right, who do we have next?
We'll go Sophia, Jennifer from Jennifer's Body.
Avi.
Then we go Aunt Gladys from Weapons.
I like it.
Blair Witch from the Blair Witch Project.
Yep.
Baby Firefly, we'll say from Devil's Reach.
Pretty good. That's pretty goddamn good.
I feel really good about this one.
Let's go Samuel.
I don't.
Neither do our
You
female
do
listener.
start strong, Sam, with The Bride from Kill Bill, either volume. Then you go Pam
which was an
Voorhees from Friday the 13th.
Voorhees.
Eileen from Monster, or Aileen. not sure.
Ornos.
And then the Xeno Queen from Alien.
I mean, that's
What
not
a
a bad
phoned-in
list.
bullshit list. That absolutely
I think
sucks.
it'll play well though on the graphic. I think he might actually get some votes.
And we'll finish
I
off.
normally do because I
Pamela
vote for
Voorhees,
myself.
people are going to be like, yes, you
Yeah.
got
There
it,
are
Pamela
no
Voorhees.
Pamela Voorhees people.
No,
They're all dead.
I bet
Heath.
there are.
They're all dead. That movie was made in the 70s.
What?
It was in the 80s, but
It was made in the 70s.
It was made in the 70s.
okay.
That's fine. All right. Heath.
Lastly, we finish off with Heath. We got Catherine Trammell from Basic Instinct.
Pretty awesome.
Electric Lady from Strange Darling.
Yeah.
Angela from Sleepaway Camp 2.
Yes, the best sleepaway camp.
Miss 45, which her name was Thana.
Oh, that's a good name, at least.
Also, no one picked
Dana.
Glenn Close from Fatal Attraction. That's
I
another
know. I
big
had
one.
Fatal
She
Attraction
only
on
kills
there.
the bunny though.
That's still fucking murder.
That is still murder.
She's going to kill all those other fuckers.
She does try, but
She does try. She's not, doesn't have to be a good killer. We think that's her first spring break ever. Neither here nor there. That's it for this episode. Let us know who you think won this messed up movies draft. Wherever you find podcasts on YouTube, wherever. Please go to Indiegogo, type in Mr. Cream Jeans. Help us make our first movie. Get it out into the world. We're this close, guys. Please help us out. Please go to the Messed Up Movies Podcast Patreon page, the best way to support and grow this show. Please follow Misfit Parade on YouTube. Please, 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 please do that one. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the places. We're there. You're there. Let's